Good morning, welcome to my channel. Today, the video is more about self-care and why I actually make journals. I'm not a writer, I can't write in journals, but what I can do is create, and I create for me. Sometimes it's hard to get myself going. So that's why sometimes I will pick a project like this, like the 100-day project, or I will push myself to make memory keeper journals. This journal I made last year. It's big, chunky. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 signatures. And I made it for myself. It's fabric, guys. It's a memory keeper journal. It's chunky, but it's got the best papers. It's got the best of everything in it. It's got beads that I made for me, and it's specifically made for me. It's got pockets, it's got flips. It's got all the things that I like in journals for me and how I want to think. In this journal, there is antiques, there's antique photos, there's even old tarot cards, guys. There's old postcards, some are written on. There's this, hang on a moment, this. And then I've put all my antiques in it. Because this is what it is, I've got antique bits and pieces. I made this beautiful, it's fully laced envelope. And it's huge. And then it's got this beautiful textile. Again, it's got another bead that I made. Look, it's got heaps. It's got art journal cards, that I've created using jelly prints. I haven't decorated the pockets, but in this journal, a lot of love's gone into it. A lot of heart, because these are my favourite pages, favourite digitals. So I did put digitals in it. A lot of old stuff, like I said, old pages, using different designer techniques. And this was about self-care. By doing something each day at the time I made this journal, it's about looking after myself. I also made, I love these, booklets. Just essentially a booklet using just tea-dyed paper, creating the covers, and then putting in some favourite book pages. This is 1774, guys. I love it, So I'm just going to show you some of this journal each day. I might show you a signature today, because like I said, I don't write. I just like creating. In this one, I just added favourite stuff, favourite fabrics, laces. And guys, I didn't spend a fortune. In this one, I used digitals and bits of laces that I actually got from the thrift store, because that's where these were. And I think one piece I might have bought from another lady. And I love doing stuff like that. Here, I made a doily, used a doily and made it into a journal card. In this one, I got acetate and sewed all around it, chose words, because I use words often, and here I chose choose kindness and laugh often, and I really believe that works. So that's what works for me, prompts, sayings. I just don't write. This fabric, it's over 100 years old. The lace there, oh, Lord knows how old that is. But I love it, you know. And here I've got a little tuck. And here I created an envelope. It's embossed and whatnot. So I journal because I like doing this for self-care. Here's a beautiful postcard. Look at that. It's got ribbon embroidery. It's got writing on the back of it. We won't read it at the moment. I love other people's words. This is an old Easter card. I'd say this is the 1960s. Another bead I made. You know, just making a bead a day can be creative. It can inspire you. It can make you feel good, which it does me. That's all I'm saying. This is what makes me feel good. And it does. You know, one day maybe I will jot some stuff in this. But I made this for my husband and I, you know, with all the collectibles I had, because I hated going in the box and checking out all these antique papers and not utilising them. I love that. Again, jelly printed, it's paper bags. That's all it is, torn paper bags. And then I'm back things with, but I've added a gel print on it and it looks good. I even creased it, you know, like scrunched it up and whatnot. Old invoices, ledger. And there, that's one signature. And in there is this beautiful fabric, which we might do that with the next journal. And there's another bead on it. This is full of beads. So what I'm saying is this is about self-care, looking after yourself. And if you can't journal like me, but you can create something, that is as good as creating a chapter in a journal, or a chapter in a book, or a page, or whatever it may be. But there it is. So we'll go through that each day. It hasn't got lots of artwork, but I believe this speaks to me. Each time I create something in it or do something in it, it speaks to me. That's why I want to make a journal of ideas. Like I said, this is full of documents, and it's how I actually journal. Okay, I'll put it aside. And we might do something. And we're going to keep it simple, guys. And by simple is, see these? All these are is napkins created on Daphne's Diary. And I love them. There's some fabric there. We might use that. And there's that. And that is just a napkin. And again, it's created on the pages that have got writing on Daphne's Diary. But I might use one of these. I don't know if I will. I might. We'll see. I haven't seen my ruler, and I haven't seen the scissors. See, guys, I don't think about it, because the moment I start thinking about it, I mightn't create so easily. So I might just tear this, because I don't need scissors. I think I do, but I don't. So when you're creating, guys, just think you don't need the amount of supplies you think. You can actually create without a pair of scissors. Normally, I would go like so, and just tear my paper. Did I need scissors? No. But I did need glue. The glue is so simple. It's just flour and water. Or a glue stick. You know, a kid's glue stick is only about $1. So we're going to talk a little bit about supplies and how you can actually keep it simple. Using a book, it's got a bit of writing on it, you have created a journaling card, and then you can turn it around if you want to and create a fabric swatch, and then you can put that on it. Then go to your sewing machine. I'm just keeping these simple so I can show you. You can go to your sewing machine, or I had, oh here, like I said, we're going to keep this simple, and just finding a pin. This will do. And just keep this simple, guys. We're just using this card as an example because I haven't got anything we can lay things on. You can glue it on, which I won't. Oh, I don't know if I want it. Yeah, I do. So what we're going to do before we do that, I want to make sure that shows. And that fabric's very antique. So why wouldn't we collect it? I want to see what's written on here. It's actually beautiful. So what I might do is leave that as it is because it's got beautiful words. And look at that fabric. It's antique. So we're going to lay that just like so. And that one like so. And we're going to get our glue. And we're going to put a thin strip down. And I'm doing it there because I want to sew there. So that can go there. And I won't be sewing during my video because it's too hard. Now do another thin lower glue. Like so. And then we're going to put this across. Like I said, we keep things simple. And let what you do speak to yourself. See, this was an unfinished project. You know, I started these journal cards. I just thought one day, you know, I'm sitting there, I'm doing nothing. Why not get some napkins and journal on them? I mean, journal. Put a napkin, these Daphne's Diaries pages. Get some napkins and stick some down. And I actually used, I'm trying to think which one I used. It wasn't Mod Podge. It was the Tim Holtz. Tim Holtz, it's like Mod Podge. Now I'm going to lift that up. And then I'll probably decorate around that. But we'll wait till it dries because it's taking a while to dry. Even though this is quick dry adhesive glue, because of the humidity content, it is really dry. We can actually put that on there. Whoops. Actually, I'm going to. And I'm going to use the glue stick, guys. And I'll bring this back from yesterday because I haven't done anything to tidy up. And I'm not thinking, guys. I'm not overthinking. I am just creating something. On the base and fabric. Now, fabric can be sourced from anywhere. Absolutely anywhere. And that's really what it's all about. Fabric can be sourced from anywhere. You can create from nothing. I've got these two little kits here. I'm going to get them. Tim Holtz. We might source them. I just want to make sure that stays straight. We might use some lace. Cutting up a doily. You know, cutting up a doily is going to save you big bucks. Absolutely big bucks. Like I said, the napkins are going to save you big bucks. You know, a packet of napkins will go a long way. But I prefer napkins, you know, the picture ones you can't get a lot of here in Australia. Oops, that just flew off me. not quite right. Not quite right. No. So these are the... No. So it's finding something now that's going to... Here's a scrap here. It's a scrap of envelope. And let's see if it'll work out for me. Maybe like so. Oh, that's looking better. I still need something bright under it. So what I'm going to turn around and do, remember when I said to you the other day, I bought these stamps for $5. Stamps are a good background source for your journals. A really good source. And this is what I'm going to do. I might break it a bit. Maybe won't. You know what's wrong, don't you? I've got to cut some away. So I trim carefully. And we're going to go like so, and then like so. There you go. And I normally sew around this. So I've created a quick, easy collage using scraps that were on my desk, fabrics that I sourced from clothing, because that's what I do. There. Then we're going to put that down. See, it's got a bit of torn edge. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Use my stamp. Like so. And then get him. Because I want to see him. I actually wanted him there, but I think I'm going to leave it like so. Hang on a minute. Or have a look again. Because this is movable. Oh, yeah. We want it like so. And then, because I want to see a bit of everything in our little collaged fabric, little flippy. And it's like so. Now what I'm going to do, because this is a fabric thing, I'm going to put that there till it dries. Because it does take a bit to dry. And that is marked like so. Now we just go looking for something with either numbers or words to put on there. And we've created a little something for our journal. And it's creative, you know, well, this speaks to me. It says to me, I love children, I love colour, I love fabric, I love collaging, I love layouts, you know, like it just actually speaks to me. I should have words here somewhere, but you don't know. You know, with me, you don't know. But regardless, this piece actually speaks to me. And I've kept it simple. And added multiple bits and pieces that actually were on my desk. There. Now, I remove that because I can't exactly see. I might add that there, and I might move that to there. Yeah. And this is what you're doing, you know, when you're doing something like this. Oh, I need to put something under because this glue will seep through. And I want to protect my little art piece. And it speaks to me. It speaks to me where it keeps me happy to have this sort of artwork. Like I said, it's a form of meditation for me. to do something creative. And you know what? When I don't create, I'm actually robbing myself of pleasure, you know, of enjoyment, of looking after myself. So to create a piece like this is basically looking after me. Now, I'm hoping to get my sewing machine set up, and I will have that all sewn around. I will have that sewn around, and I'll have something sewn on that. And then what I might do, I'm actually going to put that back, and we're going to find something to clip on it. And it's something pretty. What's something pretty? I had a pen. Oh, I had a pen. Oh, there. Oh, here one. Here's some. There's even a bead there. I must have run out of beads when I made them. So I can clip that in. I'm scared I'll make it. Clip it like so. Oh. It's hard when you've got glue, guys. And it hasn't dried yet, you know, because that glue takes a while to dry. I hear some artists say, oh, it dries so quick, you know, you can't manoeuvre it. Well, yes, in their country it does. It just doesn't in my country. There you go. And look at that. We've sat here for 22 minutes and created a piece of art by using our collage photo, which we make with watercolours, which I showed you in a video, but we might do some of those in this 100-day project. We put some words down, we put a scrap paper, we put a stamp piece, we put some kids on there, some lace, the date, and look at this. Isn't that gorgeous? And once it's sewn, this is a gorgeous piece of art, and we created it, you know, and we've kept things simple. So I'm going to have to sew that, and day 2 is creating for yourself, self-care, because you mightn't be a journaler that actually writes. And then when the time comes, you can actually stick this down in your book as a tuck spot. You can stick this down in your book as, I'll show you, a topper. So there's your topper. And if you really want to be smarter about this, you can get, where's those journal cards? You can get what you created in day 1, because you've glued down there and there, and you've got that. So that's my little bit of a tutorial for today. It's not a tutorial as such, because it is about self-care for me, but it's helpful to teach you how to actually create a little flippy upper topper. That's what I'm going to call it. And look. And like I said, another thing I did about self-care yesterday, which is really important to me, we'll leave that like so. Really important to me, I went and had, got glue all over my nails. I went and had my nails done and a pedicure. Sometimes I get slack about myself, but once a fortnight or every 3 weeks, I like to get my nails done and like to get a pedicure. If I don't do that for myself, guys, I feel like I'm not looking after me. Now, in between, I'm doing my own pedicure. But at least the colour's on and I can, or manicure, whatever it may be. So it's about self-care. And then what I also do is I get joy out of spending time with my grandson. So I go look for something that's going to be a source of joy for me once a day, whether it's the garden, the kids, the grandkids, and that then fulfills my needs instead of me being in a what do you call it? A stump. So creating a project, self-care, getting my nails done, or sourcing my children, spending time with them, having a joke, a laugh, or spending time with my grandson, or a husband. You know, one husband. That's all I got. But if you understand what I'm saying is, I'm the one that can make Jeannie happy. So she's got a source around herself, which she's got heaps of source, really. She's got this. And this is a great source, you know, creating art. Now, that art piece, I can actually create some more with it. Like I've just seen a label here, and I can actually put that down like so. And I'm still creating on top of one piece of art. I'm adding and adding and adding. And all that's doing to me, it's speaking to me. And what's around my desk actually spoke to me more than anything else in the last week. So one journal piece that I created today spoke 1,000 words. So source what's on your desk, keep you happy, source what's around you, you know, your garden, your children, your grandchildren. If you haven't got those, source pets, you know, flowers, a nature walk. Oh, love nature walks. Love nature walks. So, guys, thank you. I wish you well in your journey if you're doing the 100-day project, but I wish you well in looking after you, because this is what it's about. Looking after you, and let your work speak for you. Let your life around you speak to you and make you happy, because one thing I learned in life, you are the only one that can make you happy. Okay, guys, thanks for liking and subscribing, and hopefully my journey of creating small pieces like this keep happening easily. And they normally do. Oh, that should be like that. I'm going to sew this all up and show you tomorrow. But thank you, guys. Take care. Bye for now.